Hello, my name is Jooan, and I'm gonna make a book report presentation about the Crime and Punishment, which is written by Fyodor Dostoevsky. First, about the author. Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoevsky, sometimes transliterated Dostoevsky, was a Russian novelist, short story writer, essayist, journalist, and philosopher. Dostoevsky's literary works explore human psychology in the troubled political, social, and spiritual atmospheres of 19th century Russia and engage with a variety of philosophical and religious themes. His most acclaimed works include Crime and Punishment, The Idiot, Demons, and The Brothers Karamazov. Dostoevsky's oeuvre consists of 11 novels, 3 novellas, 17 short stories, and numerous other works. Many literary critics rate him as one of the greatest psychologists in world literature. So his 1864 novella Notes from Underground is considered to be one of the first works of existentialist literature. Okay, so let's go into the main story. Raskolnikov, a former student, lives in poverty and chaos in St. Petersburg. He decides to murder Alyona Ivanovna, an elderly pawnbroker. Alyona's half-sister, Lizaveta, arrives while he is rifling through Alyona's possessions, and he kills her too. In the meantime, he befriends an alcoholic man, Marmeladov, whose daughter Sonia has been forced into prostitution to support the family. An old friend, Razumikin, also enters his life, concerned by his aberrant behavior. In addition, Raskolnikov's sister, Dunya, who has left her job as a governess for Svidrigailov because of his improper advances toward her, arrives in St. Petersburg with their mother. Dunya intends to marry a man named Luzin in order to improve their financial and social position. The narrative follows the twists and turns of Raskolnikov's emotions and elaborates his struggle with his conscience and the tightening noose of suspicion. He's ill through most of the story, and he angrily rejects his family's and Razumikin's attempts to help him. When Marmeladov is run over by a carriage and dies, Raskolnikov gives Sonia and the family money for his funeral. He forbids Dunya to marry the pompous Luzin, who offends Dunya to the point that she breaks off the engagement. Raskolnikov repeatedly visits Sonia, but he behaves in such an unhinged manner that she is frightened. When it seems that Porfiry, who is investigating the murder, is on the point of charging Raskolnikov, another man confesses. At a memorial dinner for Marmeladov, Luzin falsely accuses Sonia of stealing from him, and Raskolnikov explains why he would do such a thing. Later, he tells Sonia that he murdered the two women. Svidrigailov overhears the confession and subsequently uses that knowledge to try to blackmail Dunya into accepting him, but when it becomes clear that she will never love him, he kills himself. At last, Raskolnikov turns himself in. He is sentenced to 8 years of hard labor in Siberia. Sonia follows him to Siberia and visits him at every opportunity. Dunya marries Lazumikin. And Raskolnikov does not repent for the murders and continues to emotionally shut out Sonia and the other prisoners. However, after an illness, he at last comes to the realization that happiness cannot be achieved by a reasoned plan of existence, but must be earned by suffering. He then is able to accept and return Sonia's love. So my thoughts on this story is that, like, I think Dostoevsky tried to tell the readers about the risk of a person lying to himself. Raskolnikov lied to himself and killed a moneylender, Alyona. He said, "Crime? What crime? My killing a loathsome, harmful louse, a filthy old moneylender woman, and you can call that a crime?" He could not even notice that he was committing a crime when he was killing the woman. This could be really dangerous and scary. We should always be informed that a person's life is a very precious thing that should always be protected no matter what the person is like. Raskolnikov thought that different kind of rules apply to leaders than to common man. So he killed the woman for the majority's good. This is indeed a very dangerous idea, and we should never ever believe so. Okay, thank you.